Plan is taking a big step forward today after the Senate Budget Committee passed the $1.5 trillion package. President Trump holding a meeting with key Republicans on the Hill to try and sway some senators who are still on the fence. The Senate will vote on the bill on Thursday, but it still has to be aligned with the House bill before making its way to the president's desk. And some graduate students are yet another group who are not in favor of the Republicans' tax plan. That's because the plan calls on tuition waivers to be considered taxable income, meaning some grad students could be paying thousands of dollars more every year. Fox 40's Doug Johnson joining us live in our newsroom with more on what graduate students at UC Davis are doing to call attention to this. Doug?
Well, Ty, tomorrow morning, graduate students at UC Davis are planning to stage a walkout. And so far, organizers say they've gotten support from undergraduates, faculty, and members of the university's administration.
If the chemical is positively charged, it might come out really fast. And if it's negatively charged, it'll come out slow.
Sam Tucci is talking about complex lab work, which may one day lead to a cure for cancer.
I am purifying a drug so that I could turn it into a nanoparticle that my lab will use to treat pancreatic cancer.
Tucci is a biomedical engineering graduate student at UC Davis, one of many coveted positions that receives a tuition waiver.
Meaning we don't pay for tuition at the university.
Under a new Republican-backed tax plan, that tuition waiver will be considered taxable income.
So I might see my taxes jump from anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 depending on how they calculate it.
It's an increase many grad students like Avril Dietering in the English department say they just can't afford.
My wife and I are graduate students, and for us this would delay having children, which is something that I hate to the point of wanting to drop out of grad school.
Dietering and Tucci are working with other grad students to stage a walkout Wednesday morning to coincide with protests on campuses across the country.
Are professors just going to take on 3 courses a quarter?
This is a rotary evaporator, and what it does is evaporate liquid.
Tucci says she knows the extra financial burden will force many out of her department.
There's only so much you can do in terms of reducing your grocery budget or how many roommates you can live with. And if we're taking out a larger portion and paying taxes on it, it's going to just be impossible to make ends meet.
She believes ultimately it will slow very important work.
We're working on curing cancer or other diseases, making the environment healthy.
Yeah, that walkout starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. in front of the Memorial Student Union on UC Davis's campus. And grad students they say that they will be writing members of Congress after the rally. We're told there's going to be similar walkouts at 50 other campuses across 30 different states. In our newsroom tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Thanks a lot, Doug. To Citrus Heights now, where police are looking